Woohoo! Olé!
What's up? Charlie?
Main one.
God bless.
Hi, and welcome back to Muddy Feet. Today's episode is called Fishing, Diving, Catching and Cooking with the Boys, Tauranga edition. And I'm running late. Unfortunately this morning, guys, I have hit the cancel alarm button instead of the snooze button, and I have slept in quite badly. I hate being that late guy, it's never normally me, so really disappointed, but luckily for me, the team has waited at the boat ramp for me, and after quickly loading up, we're good to go.
I am captain now.
We cruise our way down the beautiful Tauranga harbour before we get to the entrance, where we don't forget to feed to Kiwi Rock. Now, it's kind of customary to give to Kiwi Rock a bit of an offering for safe passage and hopefully for a good day's fishing. It's a little bit bumpy on the way out, but this boat's a weapon and it's punching through it, no worries. It's pretty cool that you can just hire a boat like this to use for the day actually. Anyway, we're just heading out to a little offshore island where we're going to tuck in and try a spot of simple snapper fishing. Fresh kahawai for bait, and we're into it. I deploy my first bait and it doesn't take too long until whoop-bam! I'm hooked up. Now, it doesn't feel like a monster by any stretch of the imagination, but it does feel like it'll be big enough to eat. And since we're fishing in pretty deep water today, if it's of legal size, it will be going straight in the bin. The reason for that is, if you catch fish out of deep water, they suffer from a thing called barotrauma. And barotrauma is when the air that's inside the fish's swim bladder expands quickly from being pulled up from depths. Now, the best thing to do because of this is, if the fish is legal, pop it in the bin and count it towards your tally. We don't want to be putting fish back that are most likely going to die.
Nice, that's a goodie.
That's a goodie.
Yeah.
Kahawai bait, doing the damage. Oh, good. We were just about to head off in search of a lunch destination when a big school of blue Maomao turned up at the boat. So I quickly changed down to a little hook and a little bait and misitero. Unfortunately, there was a few misiteros to start off with, but I didn't let that deter me. I carried on with little tiny squid baits on that little wee hook, and eventually my persistence was rewarded. I love catching these things. They are absolutely delicious for sashimi.
Yeah, we're on.
Yeah.
Yes, delicious little bluey. Beautiful. Ah, they're real strong buggers too. But these are like one of the yummiest little sashimi fish. Look at that. Beautiful bluey. Badass colour, eh? How good's that colour? Woohoo! Little bit of squid and a little as hook. Are they still there? Yep.
Yeah, they're still there, right?
Alright, let's get one. There we go. He's going to surface eat it. That's a big one.
Hey.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm on a bluey.
Yeah.
Yoo-hoo!
What'd you get, KY?
No, blue Maomao. Good one. Yeah, big one.
Yo!
Hey.
Is there a limit to that?
Yeah, 300. No. 20 finfish per person per day, so they fit inside that bag limit. So you could take up to 20 each. Yep, got a kahawai.
Yo!
That's a good size.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's they're always a bucket.
Yep.
Go!
Mean.
Solid. Even though you're late to the party, bro, you made the party.
Well, that's what we need for bait. It's our fresh bait sorted for later on for the snaps.
Well, that's what had our sorted before, eh?
So we'll just pop this one away for fresh bait.
Eventually we did sneak off around the corner to find some shelter where we could cook ourselves a bit of a feed. I brought out some beautiful kingfish steaks that I caught from a recent mission, and the boys brought some sausages and bread, so we got into a bit of a cook up. Nice simple kai in a beautiful, beautiful little spot. Give them a little crush. There you go, bro. Fish and chips. Gourmet stuff on the boat. Gourmet stuff in the kitchen today. During lunch, of course, I couldn't help myself, so I continued fishing, and I somehow managed to foul hook this pretty unhealthy looking leather jacket. Not sure what's going on here, but he didn't look good to eat, so I quickly unhooked him and popped him back.
I do quite often eat those, but there's something not quite right with that fella. Yeah.
You know you can turn them in.
There he is. Big bronzy.
This big bronzy turned up while we were just chilling as well, and the bro Levi decided that he was going to have a crack at catching it on none other than the hand line.
We're going to get the dog. We've got a plan. We've got a keen man with a plan right here.
And sure enough, wha-bam!
Yeah, the hand line. Yeah. Levi strikes on the hand line. It's a nice one.
Beautiful.
Probably almost fish of the day so far, bro.
That's fish of the day.
Shot on the hand line, eh?
Nice.
Hand line goes well.
Well, the shark wouldn't eat the bait, and somehow it ended up being the snapper instead, so that was pretty good. Eventually though, it all went quiet, so we decided to head around the corner and jump into the water and have a little bit of a free dive and see what we could find underneath the surface. As soon as I hit the water, I noticed two things. One, the visibility was epic, really good viz today, and number two, there was lots of blue Maomao, which as you guys already know, I really like. So I wasted no time in loading up my gun and having a crack at them.
You got one already.
Not too bad, eh?
Sick.
As quick as I can, I dispatch the fish because I don't want to attract the attention of the man in the grey suit. And then once that's done, I slide him off the spear shaft and pop him into my float boat. And then, quite simply, I retrieve my gun, reload and repeat.
Change your clothes, close your wearing, just take them off and wear your undies.
I've had this awesome little roller gun from Weddy for about 6 months now. It's an awesome little gun. It's real easy to load and it's nice and short, so it's easy to swing around in the water. So it's nice and quick to move. Love this gun. Anyway, it doesn't take me too long to gather the blue Maomao that I wanted. So once I've popped enough of those in the float boat, I head off in search of other kai. Pretty quickly I spot this long spine sea urchin. These things here are a little bit hit or miss. Sometimes they're really delicious and sweet, or sometimes they can be quite bitter. But the couple of times I've had them that they've been good, they've been well worth it. So I decided to take this decent sized one home for a bit of a taste test. Not too long after that, I spot some regular kinner, and they're not very big, but they do look big enough for a taste test, so I grabbed just a couple. And while I'm down there on that drop, I noticed that there's a few quite big blue Maomao hanging around me, so I decided I'll have a crack at getting one more and just try and pick out one of these bigger ones. So I take my time and I line one up, and wha-bam, I stoned him.
Bogey TV, as usual. Mean. So those beautiful fish are blue Maomao. It's always good to get a few of those when I'm out. Mean buzz, eh boys?
Mean.
How good's that?
Mean buzz.
Absolutely inky conditions over here today. Beautiful stuff. Stoked as. Not too much to tick off really. Got a bin full of snapper, some blue Maomao, a few other bits and pieces, and we're going to go and get some mussels on the way home. Mean. You can hire this boat. It's pretty mean too. Bit of a battleship. Been our vessel for the day. Fun as. Yeah, how good's this for like 10 minutes? I got a mean as long spine sea urchin. So that's a long spine sea urchin. It's the same as a kinner, but it's a different type of kinner. Yes. And they move real hard out. You watch how quickly he moves along the floor.
Holy shit.
It's all right. Yeah, they're very much alive. And then a bin full of blue Maomao, super fresh. Super fresh, look at that. As fresh as they get. He is definitely dead, but I ickied him, but he's very fresh. Woo! 5 fish for 5 drops. Oh no, I did 1 missy settle. Woo!
After all of that activity, we were feeling pretty famished again. So we decided we were going to have another feed of that beautiful kingfish that I brought out, but this time we were going to have some sashimi. We were going to be having it nice and simple today, just with a little squeeze of orange and a hit of soy sauce.
I'm not sure. There you go. Kingfish sashimi.
Yeah.
Are we just
That's cool.
Yeah, just finger it.
fingering it?
Yeah, for sure.
See this chunk?
That sauces are good.
See this baby?
Terrible.
Pretty cool, eh?
It's so good.
Damn, that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's special soy sauce. That's the goods.
So good. Yum.
Just straight out of the sea, chop it up and it tastes like that. Yum. Alright, there's another good break, another good snack. Let's get out of here like a bull man.
Is that right in the water?
Oh, what's going on?
Oh, we're hooked up, we're hooked up. What's going on here?
What's going on?
We are actually hooked up.
We were just about to leave.
A tiny little trevally.
Really?
Random.
Oh, they come
Sashimi?
They are good sashimi, but not this size.
No.
Whoa, slippery little monkey. Alright. That's out of it.
Hey, that was cool.
On the 10 bar row, on the 10 bar row BKK circle hook. Crikey. That's a keen trevally.
Really?
Oh yes, it's still out.
We were going to start running out of daylight pretty soon, so we decided to make a move towards the mussel spot. We were going to stop off and grab ourselves a feed of mussels before returning back to shore. Cool story here though is that when we got to the mussel spot, somehow using my sausage fingers, I changed it to a setting called a hyperlapse. So I did the fastest mussel dive of my whole life.
That's the mussel dive done successfully. I hope I didn't change the video. It looks like I did, but we'll see. Mean. What a beautiful backdrop for sunset too. How good. Mean, we survived. Oh wow, that's what I'd call a successful mission. Not bad at all. How good. How's that big drop? Pretty good. He's on, he's on, he's on. The full body action. The full body action. Got him. Snake. I broke him. Yeah, that beauty. We'll take him for a test. How good of a mish?
Oh, pretty good one.
Sure, brother. Me one. Good to
See you again,
bro.
God bless.
Pleasure to meet you, bro. Mean mish. Cheers, bro. Mean mish. Oh well. Catch you gentlemen next time, eh?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, take along. We divvied up that beautiful Kaimoana, bid our farewells, and at the end of the day, it's night. If you'd like to see what I do with some of that beautiful Kaimoana, stick around because I'm going to be making two simple, delicious dishes. The first one is a kind of a ceviche cross sashimi dish, and I'm going to be using some of that beautiful blue Maomao for that. So I pat it dry and I slice it up nice and thin as if it was going to be sashimi, and I split it up and pop it into these two bowls. Then I'm going to hit one of the bowls with lemon and the other one with orange juice. Next up, you're going to want to give the bowls a really good mix. Not like that, just with the spoon. Yeah, just with the spoon. So once you've given them a really good mix, you can just let them chill there for a little while and kind of marinate in that beautiful juice. And I'm going to be serving it really nice and simple today. I'm going to be having it in two piles on the board with a little bowl of soy sauce and some wasabi. Now I'm also going to be adding some of this beautiful stuff here, which is sashimi togarashi. This stuff is a beautiful Japanese 5-spice. It's got some chili, some sesame seeds, and some other magic bits and pieces in there, but it is beautiful stuff. This dish is super easy to prepare and it is delicious. It's citrusy, it's punchy, and it's got a little bit of heat too. I really love eating fish just like this, nice and simple. I absolutely demolished that. Then it's time to move on to the next dish, which for today is going to be marinated kutai or mussels. The mussels go into a pot on maximum heat with just a tiny snip of water in the bottom of the pot to steam. Then it's time to peel and very finely slice up an onion. I grab out the chur bowl just in time because the mussels are beautifully opened up now and they're ready. So I whip them off the heat and I strain some of that steaming liquid into a bowl. And what I'm going to do then is I'm going to add some DYC white vinegar to taste. People like it anywhere from 50-50 to 80-20 or sometimes just a sniff of vinegar. I like about 50-50. I reckon that's a pretty good combo. And then I'm going to add in that finely diced onion. As you can see here, I've actually already snuck a mussel into the liquid a little bit soon. I did it all a little bit out of order, but it's all good. Oh yeah, a little bit of chili flakes too today. That goes down pretty good, I reckon. To shell the mussels now, quite simply, pull one shell off. I usually use that shell to break the abductor muscle, and then I pull out the hairy bits, check for crabs, and pop it into my marinade. One problem I run into sometimes is that not all of the mussels make it into the marinade, but so long as some of them do, that's the main thing. Do keep an eye out though, because sometimes they do have these little pea crabs tucked up inside them, which I think are a little bit of a bonus. Sprinkle a little bit more of that onion on the top, give it a good mix, and then bang it in the fridge until it's nice and cold. Or that's what you're supposed to do, but usually I just can't resist having a bit of a sample. These things are delicious. Anyway guys, that is all for this recipe, and that's also about all I've got for this week for you as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this week's episode. Come back next week for some more shenanigans, and remember, always pet the dog.